start with a territorial acknowledgement, Andrea.
Hang on, we're not quite.
We're not there yet.
Just
So you're ready to do your territorial acknowledgement?
down.
Okay, I believe we're live, and this is the public meeting of Victoria Esquimalt Police Board. Welcome, everyone. We'll start off tonight with the Andrea Gordon giving us the territorial acknowledgement.
Thank you very much. I would like to acknowledge and respect the Lekwungen speaking peoples whose traditional territory the Victoria Police Department serves. We're grateful to the Indigenous peoples for sharing their land and their cultural knowledge with us. Thank you to the Songhees and Kisatsa nations for allowing us to be and work on their traditional territory.
Thank you. So onto the agenda, are there any declaration of conflict of interest? Could we have a motion to approve the public agenda for this next meeting? Mary Ann's moved it, and Paul has seconded it, and he's especially seen this. Oh, there is new business item.
Yes, thank you, Chair. I'd like to add an item under number 3, new business, regional policing.
Okay, thank you. We've done that. Any further discussion of the agenda? Seeing none, all in favor, any opposed, carried. Now, on to the minutes of the public meeting of October 21st. Assuming you've all read them, is there any errors or omissions? Can we have a motion to approve the minutes circulated?
So moved.
And Andreas, any discussion? All in favor? Any opposed? Carried. You're on to the board chair.
I don't have anything to update at this time. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Committee update. We did not have committee meetings this month earlier, so there is no reports from our committees meeting again in December. Okay, quick agenda. Board member engagement. Is there any board members want to report on engagement they've done since our last public meeting? Paul?
Well, just Chair, I attended, I believe there were some other board members on November the 12th, a so-called lunch and learn put on by the Police Governance Unit of the Ministry of Public Safety and Solicitor General. It was pertaining to changes or revisions to the Police Act, in particular on 2 sections. One is the Municipal Police Board Member Code of Conduct, and 2, the Municipal Police Board Meeting Regulations. And there was some changes and or new regulations in there. I sent that out, I think this morning to the board for your reading. The governance committee will be kind of discussing kind of more in depth at our next meeting, but you know, it does cover issues around, you know, how our meetings need to be run. We are compliant, but it certainly lays out those requirements, and as well as in the code of conduct, it does has a big section on conflict of interest and perceived conflict of interest and member duties and such. So I would encourage all board members to read those documents accordingly, but the governance committee will give it a good review at our next meeting. So thank you.
Thanks, Paul. And Andrea and I also attended that seminar, and I recommend to other board members.
Yes, sure.
Oh, and Charlene, sorry about that. They're only an hour, and they're very quick and they're online. So you can learn something better. Any other board member update? Okay. BC Association of Police Boards and also Canadian Association, I think that is you.
Okay, I will give a quick update. I also want to indicate that I had an opportunity to attend the BC Association of Chiefs of Police conference in Whistler. I'm going to give a very brief update on everything because if you can hear me, I am very unwell. I appreciated the opportunity to be there. It was wonderful to watch Director Parton's last coup as the executive director of the BCACP, and to hear Chief Wilson be acknowledged, to hear both of them be acknowledged for their work, and to have an opportunity to watch Deputy Chief McRae give a great presentation and move into a new role on the board. I think it's really impressive to learn about and spend time with the chiefs and the organization that's doing so much important work in our province. For BC Association of Police Board updates, I'm going to give an update following our next next board meeting, which is on the 21st. So next month, I will give an update for BCAPB. And the CAPG update I will just quickly give is that the national training modules have finally been completed, and they've just gone through a final review with 5 randomly selected governance experts in the country, and they will be released in January to support police board and governance training across the country and to augment all local and provincial training that exists. And I'm really excited to share that with everybody. And I'm really sorry for my voice.
Chief Constable update next.
Great, thank you. Good evening, everyone. Thank you very much for being here. And for those of you who are online listening in, I'd like to just start by welcoming Ms. Tiffany Parton, who has joined Vic PD as our Director of Strategic Communication and Community Engagement. Welcome to Vic PD, Tiffany. Tiffany joins us from her former role with the British Columbia Association of Chiefs of Police as their Executive Director, so brings a wealth of experience. And we are all really looking forward to working closely with her. I also welcome 6 new graduates from the Justice Institute of British Columbia by attending their graduation ceremony and presenting them with their badges 2 weeks ago. And they have now begun their duties with Vic PD and are contributing immediately to frontline operations. I'm very, very excited to announce that under the newly signed letter of understanding for temporary employees, we have actually hired our first retired member returning to serve as a temporary employee. He will join patrol in the first week of January. And once again, I'd like to thank the union president, Angela Leonard, who is here with us tonight, to the entire board of the union, to working so collaboratively to get that letter of understanding across the line, so that we can continue to work to stabilize our numbers with permanent recruitment efforts continuing, of course. We continue to increase officer visibility in our communities through expanded beat presence, members out there actually walking and riding bikes in communities. More members are walking on the beat each day, and we've had extraordinary feedback from residents and business owners and community partners who overwhelmingly appreciate the presence that they're seeing. This is without any additional resources, and so it has been exceptionally challenging, but our members have really risen to the challenge put to them to deploy on foot when they can, call load allowing, and it has already made a demonstrable difference. Vic PD also maintained a strong presence at community and ceremonial events this month, including Indigenous Veterans Day and Remembrance Day. We are working on our partnership with Wounded Warriors Canada to continue to strengthen planning for upcoming events and to support that initiative, among a whole host of other events that we attended in the past month. I just want to talk a little bit about the community safety and well-being plan and give a bit of an update on that. We continue to work on the rollout of that plan and seek and have obtained assistance from Howard Tran to help us with that. We have had a lot of support and coordination with bylaw and the city. Street cleaning efforts have been expanded with police presence, including a daily service that we're participating in. And early feedback from the city's October project has shown a real visible reduction in structures and improved conditions along Pandora especially. Our strategic planning process is well underway, and Tiffany Parton will be leading this on behalf of Vic PD. And this work will really establish clear priorities, measurable objectives for us as we move forward with a strong organizational framework here at Vic PD over the next number of years. I just want to talk a little bit very briefly about budget planning and council presentation. We continue to advance the 2026 budget, along with some exceptional support from Director Donna Phillips and Board Member Elizabeth Call. Thank you to both of you and to your team, Donna, that's assisted with that. We will continue our evidence-informed analysis to guide future budget planning. And indeed, this Thursday, we are presenting the 2026 budget to Victoria City Council. This will be a really important opportunity for us to outline our operational pressures and our staffing needs and the investment that's required to meet community expectations. And finally, I just want to thank the board for all of their support as we move forward. Obviously, budget time has been extremely challenging. It's been all hands on deck here. And also to thank particularly HR for all of the support that we've had with a number of these initiatives. You can imagine hiring experienced officers, preparing to fill seats at the academy, potentially looking at our own island JIBC and the preparation that goes into that. So much of this leads back to HR. So I really want to acknowledge the team there that has been doing exceptional work. And I think I'll leave it there. Thank you very much.
Great, thank you. Deputy Chief updates?
Just very briefly, just to follow up on the chief's comment about the Island JIBC, early in the fall, government invited all of the municipal police agencies in BC to submit proposals to participate in a satellite JIBC pilot recruit training program. Big PD did submit a proposal on the 14th of October, along with 2 other police agencies in BC, and we're just awaiting their decision. It's currently sitting for an independent review.
Deputy McCrae? Nothing? Okay. Now we're on to new business, and Mary Ann has an item with respect to regional policing.
Thank you very much. Some folks will know from the media that a week ago Monday, the mayors of Victoria, Esquimalt, Oak Bay, and Saanich met with the Minister of Public Safety and Solicitor General. That would be the Honorable Nita Krieger. That meeting was requested in response to interest expressed from the 4 mayors to the Solicitor General in wanting her to consider the future of policing in our 4 communities. The mayors essentially expressed an interest in exploring some type of a collaborative process to assess potential models of policing, including greater integration of a formal regional police service. Generally speaking, all 4 mayors agreed that any potential consideration of such a service would need to talk about governance, would need to talk about some type of public engagement, would need to talk about the potential fiscal impacts of that type of an organizational change, and indeed make sure that such a service would remain accountable and provide similar, if not improved, levels of service in each of our communities. Next, all of the 4 mayors have agreed that they are going to reiterate to the Solicitor General a little bit more detail based on each of the municipalities' interests, and return to her with some of that additional information after doing a bit more investigation, both with their boards, like the one here today, as well as with other stakeholders who might be interested in the preliminary discussion. Hastening back to remind folk that this is only a request to investigate the possibilities and not, in fact, a request to institutionalize or rather institute the regional police service immediately. So right now, we left the meeting essentially saying that it appeared that the province is interested in receiving this information and very open to the conversation. And the ball is now in the courts of 4 mayors to provide that additional information. One of the things that was discussed was, as I say, the request for each of the police boards to express their opinion. And it's certainly my recollection that this board is on the record as supporting regional policing. And so I believe our chair, she's not yet faded out, has a potential motion to put forward to support that.
Yes, I have faded out, but still am here. I do have a potential motion to bring forward, if you can hear me, that the board reiterate its previous position that the municipalities of Esquimalt and Victoria would be best served by a regional police service encompassing the 4 core municipalities of Greater Victoria, Esquimalt, Oak Bay, and Saanich, and that the board chair write to the Solicitor General requesting that the province initiate an investigation into the establishment of such a regional police service.
Thank you. Do we have a seconder for that motion?
Absolutely.
Good. Is there any discussion? I think the board has already been on the record saying that we absolutely support this, so I'm going to carry on.
Well, we'll just, you know, this is an important topic for the South Island. It's been going on, for a long time. And I think, this motion, I think, it's important for this board to, you know, once again, reiterate its position that, this needs to be discussed and needs to be mapped out. You know, I think, like it or not, policing is a core responsibility for municipalities. And I think sometimes municipalities, you know, may forget that, and the public may forget that. And it is probably one of the most important things municipalities do, is provide police servicing. And if we can find a way to do it more effectively, more efficiently, on a better cost benefit, then I think that all parties should get together and start talking about this. And I certainly hope, and I think the province is supportive of this, but I certainly would encourage them to fast track these discussions, because they're long overdue. Thank you.
Anything else? Seeing no further speakers. Call the question. I couldn't hear you, I'm sorry.
Call the question.
Call the question, yes. I'm not gonna read it back again, you already made it, so all those in favor? And I'm sure there's no one opposed, but I'll give you the opportunity. Okay, it's carried. Thank you very much. The last item on our agenda is this correspondence via the letter from the Township of Esquimalt to the Minister of Public Safety and the Solicitor General. Support for the PD's proposal to establish a satellite JIBC program. And letter I think is included in our package, something that staff's been working on for some time. It's a great proposal. And information I hear, but do you want to speak to it?
I do, absolutely, because I want to say that the city of Victoria penned an equally gushing and supportive letter to the both the Solicitor General and the Deputy, just, I believe it was sent on the 12th of November. So you have unanimity in the support for this from the two communities.
That's always good to have unanimity between Victoria and Esquimalt.
Here it is.
Let's have more of it. I think that's it. Then if there's no further business, then motion to adjourn.
Thank you for chairing, Elizabeth.
Get well, yeah. So we're gonna go back in a few minutes to our in-camera.